We're started seated to feel grounded on this yoga practice. We want to feel the hips. We want to feel the space around the hips. Sitting in a block allows you to have your knees a little bit further down. Today we're going to explore the element of water. And water as an element is related to the sacrum chakra and is related to our sense of taste. If it wasn't for water, we couldn't taste anything. We are made of water as well, 70% at least. And it's not only the lymphatic system and the saliva, but also the blood is liquid like water. One of the main characteristics of water is that it doesn't resist gravity. Water will go and take the easiest path down. That's why sometimes roads are built next to rivers, following the meanders of the rivers, because that's the easiest path. Thinking of this element of water, put an intention for your practice. Bring your palms together and bow to yourselves. Namaste. Good. And up. And imagine that you have that resistance as you move your arms. We're going to very big round. So opening up, feeling the chest expanding and the arms come forwards. That's it. Open, the palms go look up as you come up, and then palms towards each other, and two more. Breathing and expanding the lungs as you do it. Last one, good. And now we're going to change the direction. So feel how one movement is not the same as the other. Going back and open. And back and open. Don't rush it. Just think that as if you were maybe swimming. Good. So the water can make us feel light, but it also gives us a bit of resistance. Good. Relax the arms. And let the head go side to side. Relaxing the back of the neck. Feeling wherever your neck feels a little bit and letting it release. And then let the head make a full circle. Breathing deeply as you do it. You can close your eyes just to feel the back muscles, the muscles in the neck, and the side muscles in the neck. One more circle in this direction. And then change direction. Breathing deeply. One more circle. And bring it back to center. Lovely. we're going to go side to side, trying to find a flow on our side stretch. So if you need to get off your block, you can get off your block. Just going side to side, opening the side body, stretching the hips and the arms. That's it. Good. Lovely. And now bring your arms to be parallel to the floor and rotate your hands so your wrists get a little bit of workout and change direction. Your elbows are not bending. Now extend the arms and flex the hands and making circles with your hands, small circles to start with. Keep pushing the hands away as if you were pushing the walls away, and then start making the circles a little bit bigger. Continue accompanying your movement with the breath and bigger. And now continuing the big, change the direction of the circle. Coming forwards, that's it. Good. And make it smaller and smaller and smaller. Keep the hands flexed and then let them drop. And flex the hands and let them drop. That's it. Flex and drop. Flex and drop. One more. Flex, drop, and relax the arms. Close your eyes. Have 5 breaths in here. Just that little movement will make your arms work quite a bit. So just feel as if you had water pouring down your arms, relaxing them, cooling them down. Wonderful. And we're going to come into all fours. If you need support for your knees, please grab it. And in here, we're going to get fluid as well. So allow the body to start going side to side, as if you were wagging a tail through water. Going side to side, letting the hips starting opening, and letting also your lower back to start mobilizing. Now bring your hands one step forwards, and we're going to come forwards and drop the hip towards the floor, and then back, arching your back, coming towards the heels. You don't need to rest in child's pose. Arching your back as you come forwards in a cat stretch, and then coming into this semi-up dog position, and then push it back. 2 more. Arching, letting the front body open up, and coming back. And 1 more. And see if you can stay in here a little bit. Stay on your extension, back extension. You can lift the knees. If there is discomfort on your lower back, don't go too deep. Now, toes together, knees apart, and come into your child's pose. Relax your arms, relax your ribs towards your thighs, toes are together. The knees are in a comfortable position. Lovely. Then bring your left arm on the floor, just between your knees. So there is like a triangle. The elbow is underneath your shoulder. With the right hand, we're going to reach forwards and open up into a small twist. So reach with the hand and then open, breathing, and then bring it back. If you have the flexibility on the arm, you might be able to bring the hand all the way down. The left arm that is on the floor is making a little bit of work, holding your breath. And the right arm with the elbow straight is coming around, making a semicircle, a rainbow. That's it. Good. Release and change sides. Your shoulder is working a little bit. Your arm is on the floor. The palm can be facing upwards or like a karate chop. And then you reach the hand beyond the right hand and the left arm starts moving across. Breathing. Invoke that image of water so that you don't rush it. You are working through water. That's it. One more. Good. And release. Release your hands by the sides of your legs. Release your head towards the floor. Deep breaths in here. Bring your arms in front of you and have your block nearby. Come into all fours. And we're going to bring the right foot forwards onto the ground. Good. And use your block to give you a little bit more room. So the block comes underneath your left hand. You can have it on the highest setting. That's it. And the other hand can be guiding the knee. Let the hip go forwards and then come back. Lift the foot and coming forwards, opening the hip. Feel the front of the thigh opening and coming back, lifting the foot. You can sway your hips. You can be creative with your movement, feeling what's right for you. Maybe you want to tuck your toes under as you go forwards and feel that opening, deeper opening on the hip. And again, we are working underwater. Lift the back knee off the floor and just let the front leg extend and bend. I like having my hand on the knee, just giving another bit of support for the whole body. You could have a chair, you could have something else to help you. Good. Bring the back foot a little bit further forwards and see if you can have both feet facing forwards. Coming into your pyramid pose. Both legs are straight, both feet are towards the short end of the mat. You could have two blocks if you wanted to, or hands either side of your foot. Inhale, expand your chest, and as you exhale, let your head come down towards the shin. Inhale, expand, exhale, coming down. Inhale, expand, exhale. Come to your utmost position. And bend the front knee. Release the back knee onto the floor and bring your right leg back into all fours. We're going to go back into this cat-cow with the hands further away. So arch back and come forwards, opening the front of the body. Support your body by pushing the hands into the floor. The movement should be controlled, not just dropping the hips, but pushing the floor away, opening the chest, opening the front of the hips and the thighs and the hip flexors. One more time. Good. And wag your tail. We're letting the femurs move inside the hips, mobilizing the hips. Then we're going to bring the left leg forwards. Use your block to give you room to move. Let your hip come forwards. Your forearm can be on your knee or your hand. It's your practice, so you're able to do what's right for you. You have been walking quite a lot, gardening, any of those things. These type of exercises are brilliant. Bringing the element of water to life with movement. And you can lift the back knee. Remember that you can use the block on the higher setting. Right and left side are always different. Good. And now we're going to come into pyramid. So both feet are facing forwards. The back foot comes in a little bit. And inhale, expand your back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, bow. Inhale. And as you exhale, come to your lowest level, relaxing your nose towards your shin. Two more breaths. And release. Bring the left knee back. Cat-cow with your hands forward so that you have more room to expand. You can come to it from a different point, maybe making a semicircle. Good. Lovely. So now that we have our thighs and our hip flexors nice and open, we're going to use the block to come to a Hindi squat, but assisted by the block. Taking the block on the second setting, so this will be the lower setting, second setting, and the higher setting. You can use it on the higher setting as well, depending on the flexibility of your hips and your hip flexors. Setting is what works for me. I could also go onto the lower setting. Just see where you can go. And if you need more, you could use two. You could use two blocks, one on top of the other, like this. That's it. And some of you are already in there. And you want to sit with your knees open and your back straight. So And we're going to press the knees away from each other. And then just sway a little bit side to side. You can use 2 blocks. Remember that we are different and our heights will dictate what we need to have. The taller you are, the taller the support you need to have. Good. Lovely. Now, come to center and feel the pressure between your knees and your forearms. And bring your right hand towards the floor, keeping that pressure. The left leg will stay where it is. It doesn't fall inwards. Stays with the muscles working. And open up into a twist. Expand. Breathe. Feel that twist in the whole of the spine. Your head follows your thumb, the left thumb. Keep pressing the right arm against the right leg, and the left knee is holding itself by itself. One more breath. And release. Come to center in your Hindi squat. You can sway a little bit side to side. Good. And now we're going to go on the other side. So left hand goes towards the floor. It doesn't have to stay on the floor. It just almost indicates the floor. And the right hand comes around. Right leg is holding itself. Twist and open. Can you find that path of least resistance? Your breath should not be compromised. If your breath is shortened, if you're holding your breath, then don't go too far. Don't go so far. One more. And release. Good. Bring your feet closer together and roll your shoulders back. Don't fall off the block. Roll your shoulders forwards. Lovely. And we're going to stand. So gently bring yourself up into standing. And have your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, making circles with your hips. You can have your hands onto your hips, onto your waist, and change direction. Same as we were doing on the floor, we're doing standing here. Good. And bring your legs a little bit wider. Toes are pointing outwards. And we're going to go down onto a deep squat. So first of all, practice your squat to check that your knees are going over your ankles. You're not going in or too far out. Too far out will be difficult. But just don't let the knees go in. Good. Lovely. So we're going to combine these with breath. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dropping down all that no longer serves us. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands towards your heart in Namaste, bending your knees. And go side to side. That's it. Good. Feeling the thighs working hard. And imagine that you're making like a figure of 8 on the floor with your hips. Keep the arms working with the palms pressing against each other. Can you change the direction of the movement? Yes, we feel the Hamstrings and the thighs working hard. Good. Now bend towards your right. And come into a balanced pose. Can you lift your heel? Whee! Bring it back to center. Sway to release tension. Go towards your left. Lift there. Bring the arms out and lift the heel. Well done. Bring it back to center. Now extend the legs, turn the feet towards the front and bring the hands towards the floor. You can use your blocks as well. Let your upper body release towards the floor. We are releasing tension on the back of the legs. And we're going to make a circle with the upper body, using the hands on the floor to let us move. So imagine that you're drawing a circle on the floor with your nose. And feel how the backs of the legs get stretched in different places as you do that. A circle in the other direction. Opening and closing. Opening the chest and the circle and then closing towards the legs. Good. Bring your hands just underneath your shoulders. Left hand comes in the middle. Pushing the heel of the hand onto the floor. Bring the right arm up and allow the left hip to go back to its original position, as if you were being pulled by the left. And release, change sides. Same thing with the right hip, coming back. And release. Walk both hands towards your right leg. And bring the nose towards your knee. Breathing deeply. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Go to the other side. And back to center. Lift onto the ball of your foot on your right foot. And you come as if you were in a half a squat with one leg outstretched. Skandasana. That's it. So the left leg is outstretched. Have your block handy if you want to have it underneath your hand. If this is not good for your knee, then keep your hips up as we were doing before. Now, can you balance from here? Rotate your knee. So the knee should be facing upwards, even if you are in a higher position, even if you are here, the toes are up and the knee is out towards the ceiling, if you can. Lovely. Change sides. Take your time. There is no rush. If both hands cannot be up, then one is enough. The ball of the foot is on the floor. The heel is off the floor. The right leg is straight. Toes pointing towards the ceiling. And Skandasana. Balancing out. Yes. Good. And coming back to center. Allow yourself feet together, knees apart, bound ankle pose. Release tension on your hips. Shaking your knees up and down. Lovely. And we're going to finish with twist, a supine twist, lying on the floor. Just watch it for a moment and then you can do it with me. When we're working, it's a little bit like if we were putting dust in a glass with water and we stir it and stir it. So we want to now make the movement slower to let all the sediment go down onto the bottom of the glass. My feet are wide apart, they are not hip distance, a little bit wider, and I'm going to be holding onto the elbows, just like having a little hug. We're going to sway arms to one side, the head will come with the arms, and the knees will go to the other side. So when you're ready, just lie onto the floor, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and lovingly holding your elbows. Go side to side, releasing the knees towards the floor as you go to one side and then the other. And letting the arms relax. Going with gravity. Remember that we are slowing the movement. Notice when you're holding tension. And stay to one side. You can have both arms to that side, just relaxing over your chest. Releasing the knees towards the floor. Your feet are on their sides, not the sole of the foot is not on the floor. And change sides. Both arms go to the other side. Both knees rest towards the floor. And bring yourself into your Shavasana. If there is any tension, just stretch or tense a little bit more that part of your body and then let it rest down. You can bring your arms up and tense them and then let them drop. The same with the legs. And sighing as well. It's a good way of letting go. Visualize all sediments just go into gravity and the element of water becoming steady and still, like a mirror, reflecting all that there is above, and all that there is within. Allow your breath to become slower, deeper, more mindful. And if there are any areas in your body that feel tense, You might want to imagine that continuing with the element of water, this tension area, it's like a block of ice. And the fire of your attention, focusing on this block of ice, melts it away. And from ice, it turns into water. A little puddle of your attention. And the attention stays in. And the water becomes steam, it evaporates. And it is gone. Send a wave of gratitude throughout your body for this practice today. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Roll your head side to side. Stretching your whole body, legs together, arms overhead. And bring your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. Make circles with your knees. Don't rush it. Even if it's the end of the class, you can still be fully present. Bring both knees to one side and come up into a cross-legged seated position. Keep your eyes closed, back straight, neck long, shoulders relaxed. Your hands can be resting over your knees. Have my fingers on chin mudra, index finger and thumb together. We're going to finish chanting Om 3 times. Inhale to begin, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Palms together. Rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster, generating prana between your hands. And maybe rub your palms over your hips. Just all of this area that we were working just now. Palms together, bow to yourself, say namaste. Give yourselves a little clap. Well done. Enjoy working with the element of water today.